Hey guys, gold and silver flashing green this morning because they're going down. It's a great opportunity to buy a little bit if you're interested. And congratulations for everybody that are rolling their IRAs over into a self-directed IRA and purchasing physical gold and silver. That could be really cool one day. I'm talking into the mic stand without even having it on there. But this is not a gold and silver video, but I thought since the price was down, you might want to know about it, and you can roll your 401k over into, or your IRA into a self-directed and buy physical precious metals with it. If you need any help doing that, let me know. Just call that number, and I'll hook you up. So, today, there's a brand new disease to talk about, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the few diseases like the chicken flu that's getting worse, and the hepatitis in children that's also gone up by a factor of 4, I think. It's hard to tell. The numbers are so hard to gather. But I do know it is getting worse, and we'll talk about it a little bit. But first, let's talk about not smallpox, but monkeypox. Never heard of it. They're like cousins or something. Monkeypox is a disease that is not supposed to be spread easily from human to human. What is going on with all these animal diseases being spread to humans and then humans passing them on? Could that be gain of function? I surely hope not. And before I get started, look, I'm not a medical professional. I just know crap when I get into it. I can smell it. Like I've been in it my whole life. And hopefully that is not true. But human cases are now popping up in the UK, and authorities are not exactly sure how it is spreading. As we have seen with woohoo bat flu, deadly diseases can mutate in dangerous and unpredicted ways. So we should definitely keep an eye on this alarming new outbreak in the UK because it could potentially be something much larger. And I hope not. Look, I'm not a fearmonger. I know it sounds like it, but it's important to bring these up. It was important to bring the bird flu up. And not everybody, like 0.5% of people call me a fearmonger. I was talking about it when it was in Israel. I mean, it was really nothing burger back then. But I also said birds migrate. Avian birds, the influenza migrates overseas. And now here we are, above 37 million dead chickens and turkeys, looking to be the biggest bird flu outbreak in human history. We don't know yet. Maybe not. I hope not. I hope it's a nothing burger, just like this monkeypox crap. On 2 more cases of the virus. This is interesting. 2 more cases of the viral monkeypox infection have been diagnosed in England. The latest infection involved people living in the same household, and investigation was underway on how they contracted the virus. But these 2 new cases did not have any contact with the other cases. That's strange. Because monkeypox is not something that you want to mess around with, it is similar to smallpox. I know you've heard of maybe conspiracies about smallpox in the U.S. and could be the next thing. Well, monkeypox could be the next thing. I surely hope not. But the good news is that it usually is not as severe as smallpox. You know, it doesn't. All they need is a narrative to shut us down. They can do whatever they want to. Take all your food away and you'll be begging for a reset. The masses will. Now, monkeypox begins with fever, headache, muscle aches, and exhaustion. The main difference between the symptom of smallpox and monkeypox is your lymph nodes swell. Great. All right, here's the next red flag. The incubation period is usually 7 to 14 days. That sound familiar? But can range from 5 to 21 days. Since this is such a long incubation period, that would make it an ideal candidate for a global pandemic if it mutates and can spread easily among humans. They'll be able to lock you up for 2 weeks if you want to travel or anything like that. Monkeypox has a death rate in humans of about 10%. The illness typically has lasts 2 to 4 weeks. In Africa, monkeypox has been shown to cause death in 1 to 10 people. All right, the COVID death rate. I said it. I shouldn't have, but I did. I'm not editing. The death rate in COVID was like 0.01 or 0.02. I don't know. It's so hard to figure the numbers because they're so misrepresented. I know people that have gotten car wrecks, motorcycle wrecks, died of old age after 90, and they had a label on their toe that said due to the woohoo bat flu. So we don't know. I mean, I know I've had it a couple times, and it wasn't any fun, but a lot of us, most everybody that's watching me's had it, even the vaccinated ones. All right. So that's all I know on the monkey flu, monkeypox, the funky monkeypox. That sounds good. That's what we'll call it. I hope it's a nothing burger. Moving on. I already told you about the bird flu. There's nothing left to say other than last week there was a case at a commercial facility in Michigan. It was the very first time. And they didn't say how many they killed this time. We just know it's over 37 million birds dead. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is the hepatitis in little kids. And guys, if there was anything that would shut us down, it would be something that hurts little children. But if you don't know, I talked about it. I've done 2 videos about hepatitis in children. It starts with adenovirus. And the adenovirus causes liver damage. I believe that's right. I'm saying it right. And you end up with hepatitis. And several children, back then it was only, just a few weeks ago, it was only like 9 cases in Alabama. And it was just kind of here. Now, it's stated there have been approximately 450 cases. And 109 of them are reported in the U.S. 5 deaths and were reportedly due to the liver condition. According to the CDC, more than 90% of cases in the United States result in hospitalizations. 14% had received liver transplants. Can you imagine a little kid having a liver transplant? That is awful. And I think it's in 25 countries. So where is it coming from? It was in small clusters as well. Go back and watch the update and the time I originally broke the story. There's finding these clusters, and they don't know where it's coming from. I have my own theory. Most of you know I talk about it on my live streams. I don't really want to make too many videos like that because I can't suffer another strike because these strikes are forever, and I only need one more. Here on the YT, censorship is crazy. So I'm not going to tell you all the symptoms. It's just keep an eye on your kid. If their eyes are yellow, it looks like they've got something going on with the liver, immediately take action. Just like we're taking action on collecting food, just like we're taking action hedging our wealth in gold and silver, selling rental properties. I'm going to take action. I'm going to stab a for sale sign in another rental property because this thing's building up steam. The collapse, we're going into the Thunderdome like this. We really are. I know I say that as a metaphor, but we're legit entering like this. Where the bottom is, nobody knows. That we've got a lot of stimulus and all this other side currents to deal with. But this is, if you've read any collapse books, a subscriber told me to watch The Collapse. It was really interesting. I don't agree with a little bit of it, but nobody knows it all. You just have to do our best and try to muddle through this thing and try to, do what we can to hedge against it. And I've had several people, you can't do anything. It's all God's plan. Yes, but doing nothing is not an option. That is not me. I'm not going to sit on my hands. We're going to do as much as we can, get prepared, have some food you eat every day. I say this all the time. There will be food shortages. My next video will be about food shortages. And it's really ramping up big time. So have an awesome, awesome day. I will see you tomorrow.